Oh, but it's warm, keeping warm. With the lovely, basking in the lovely glow of Disciples 2, of course. Now, if memory serves, I think things were hotting up. See what I did there? With the legions invading, and also they had a couple of nasty beards on the horizon. Is this true? Let us have a look. Well, there's the demons. Ah, huh. Yeah. Oh, it was a fairly. I'll be honest. I almost thought that said Dank Child there for a moment. I thought you'd infiltrated the game. Yeah, we were fairly underwhelmed with this party. A couple of hill giants, a warrior, and what looks to be at least a level 5 ranger leader. That's the word I'm looking for. But I'm quite happy just to see if these guys are going to battle it out in the middle. They're still at war, so that could be a thing. That they will keep on fighting. I have Dank. Yes, I have heard that. I've been every now and again playing it on the channel as part of the welcome screen, so I've played that a couple of times. It's good. I wish they did a different track, I'll be honest. I don't know whether it's the same composer who did Sacred Lands, but I'd like him to do some Sacred Lands as well, because that's my favourite music. Enjoying the wonders of the British tax website. Is that the website that was they got DDoSed a couple of days ago? With any luck, it'll happen again, and then you can't use it.
Must we stand around all day?
Yep, you have warned me of the traps in the past mine. I think we've sprung maybe 1 or 2 of them so far. We've completely cleaned out this area. This is good. That's not happening. I'm not touching that with a very long barge pole. So Slut Summoner retreated back to this city. Looks like he's healing up for now. We might as well take care of this army at some point because they've already broken through that point. So what do we have over here? Mine. And Patrick DJ. Wow. I must have made him a centaur for the host, as you do. So yeah, I'm quite happy just to let these guys hopefully tear a couple of chunks off each other. I remember these broad planters have something like a demonologist or a Modius or a Pandemonius in the party, which just seems mental. So I'm willing to see how this just pans out. Hopefully it'll go for each other. There's another broad planter. Excellent. Okay, so the dwarves are going for the rod planters. Is he going to go for 2? He is. Nice. I can't imagine those rod planters would have done that much damage to the dwarven army. They did no damage, understandably.
What is it?
Again, if memory serves, I believe these demon armies were fairly underwhelming as well, because I think we'd managed to beat back their most powerful armies. I'm going to have to get a spy in there just to see exactly what we're dealing with. I think it's been a while since I've played it, Dank. I played it, the remix, should I say. I think the first... Well, I heard it and then I thought I'm going to have to play it on the welcome screen. So I think I did for the next 2 streams, and I keep on forgetting about it now, so I will make a point of putting it on. Okay, that's obviously nothing to worry about. Might weaken him with a bit of magic, but we do have a hunter. Okay. In fact, I might even just poison them. She's got some movement points left over, and that's an 80% chance of success, so... Should I say a slut says? I think, if anything, I would like to just weaken this party ever so slightly. With a bit of bramble. that should bring the enemy mage leader down to the point where we could one-shot him with his hunter. Bit of an interesting battle cry from mine there to sound you a little bit. Sounds like you're a little bit constipated. Probably get someone to look at that. I did exactly the wrong thing that I wanted to do, and that was to use the hunter on a possessed. I was supposed to take down the leader with that. That's my own. That's my own fault. That's fine. We can get through this still. Obviously needs to do that this time. See, I don't know why I actually stream, because I'm terrible at multitasking. As soon as my attention is diverted somewhere else, then all sorts of bollocks start happening. I was wondering if he had an extra bit of initiative as the leader. 55 is quite good. That's not far off an Imperial Assassin. Excellent. There we go, we'll get Oracle out of the bargain. Oh, I agree, Dunk. I'm pretty sure the Dryad was what I used when I had my first playthrough of the Elven campaign. That was when I... yes, and of course with breasts. Thank you for that. Well, to be fair, imps and fat imps have breasts as well, so, you know, breasts doesn't equal epic. Not always. Unless you like the look of the breasts on an imp. You might do. I've nothing against anyone who does. I should probably just cut that short there and end that conversation. Okay, he's doing fine. Mine needs to heal up just a little bit, but we should have plenty of time to do that. These guys seem to be quite happy to play with one another. It's just another thief. Oh, that didn't go well. Imps have the better breasts. We're comparing the breasts of an imp to those of a Dryad. I'm not entirely sure why they had to cast 2 spells on that army just to defeat them. That seemed like a very strange thing to do. Unless it was one which had a fairly powerful unit. It is quite possible, but they're not very damaged. Okay. So I think the main thing we need to do now is probably save up some mana, because I think we're going to need a little bit of magical assistance against these guys.
We must hurry.
I'm wondering if Slot Summoner's the best person for the job to do that, because he's got some fairly advanced units. I'm going to give these guys a bit of a wide berth, because it's looking like in the next turn one of these guys is going to finish off the other. It's probably going to be the dwarf, let's face it. And then we can just swoop in and then finish off the one who survives. I'm going to send that thief up there. Ooh, that's an orc with a name. It's not often you see that. See what all that's about. Is there going to be another trap? And is he going to have another bizarre ward like the other ones did? Oh well, she's wrecked. Never mind.
I trusted you.
Discovered this guy we infiltrated into his army. Well, it's fair enough. You know, by you saying that, I'm going to actually instinctively go towards the orc. Just saying. Alright. Can we do this? I think we can. We've got quite a lot of firepower at the moment. I think we're probably going to need some extra help in the form of Galleon's Boon, which we can cast. It's quite Grove Mana heavy, but we've saved up quite a lot. Let's also go for a bit of Ice Shield action. Bring a leveled up Goblin with strong units. Okay. I mean, he does have two Goblin Elders, which are quite scary. And we're not doing that much damage to the back line at the moment. And Goblin Elders, if memory serves, have quite a lot of HP for mage units. Hi, Dehuman, how you doing? But we shall see. We have another debuff, Galleon's Curse. Don't have enough Grove Mana, so that is that. Essentially, I think we can probably go for this. Oh shit! I should probably check if I had enough movement points first of all, which I didn't. But it's fine after casting those spells because we've got just enough mana for a bit of Swift. Slightly embarrassing. But let's face it, it's not the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. So this guy is level 5. He's not a ranged leader, I do apologise, it's just a crossbowman. So obviously not as much damage as I was expecting. That's fine, I'd still quite like to kill him quite quickly. I think there's maybe a chance of us killing him before he attacks. Initiative of 40, our mage is 45. Yeah, I like the look of that. Should do it. Oh, looks like he might be running actually. This guy's defending, so might as well try our luck. Yeah, there he goes. That middle giant... he was not going to get killed by the damage from the Theurgist. Combination of the Theurgist and the Ent should be enough to see him off though. Fingers crossed. There we go, that's how we do it. Goblin Elders have 165. That's roughly what I was thinking along the lines of. 135 seems a little bit low. And they have a fire ward. Ah. Oh! There we go. A level up for the slutty boy himself. Up to level 7. I must say we've done rather well in getting, I think it must be about 3 levels on this mission so far.
I am ready.
We've been going great guns. That'll do it for me. That was a fairly good and successful turn. Good dwarf as a mining dwarf. As long as not allowed to procreate, that's absolutely fine by me. Right, no leadership option for Slot Summoner, so we're going to have to go for something else. Let's rule out Keen Sight and Accuracy because that would be pointless. We can leave out Might as well. Natural Armor would be good because then we could get him in line to be a tank. Get him soaking up a bit of damage. But then again, we've also got Weapon Master, which is very, very tempting and will increase, or should I say decrease, the amount of time before he gets another level up. Everyone seems to agree. I think we're going for Weapons Master, aren't we? Because that benefits the entire party. Weapons Master, then... Will we get another leadership point after this one? I'm not sure. So Weapons Master leadership, then Natural Armor. By that point he'll have got more HP as well, so we can then think about putting him on the front line. Okay, Weapons Master it is. 25 extra XP is just too tempting to pass up, I think. Am I able to just tiptoe around this orc? Is that a thing? Looks like it is. Oh god. Is this the guy that he was going to summon? I will mine. I think it's a case of getting him leadership point next, then natural armor, then... Is the one which increases the maximum number of HP as well, so probably go for that. And then I think we should be good to go on the front line. He's still a bit flimsy at the moment with only 140 HP. So we either need those level up benefits or a really good artifact to bring his defense up. Oh god.
Elves, we have been waiting. We rip out your hearts like Wotan ripped out the heart of Galliard.
Just like the clans to let an imbecile speak for them. Oh, that's me.
We know that your army is weakened from its last stupidity. It will be wise of you to join your capital's defences. Your defeat should prove a little less humiliating.
Raw! And then nothing. You think this would be the start of an epic battle, but it's not. It's just a couple of people on the telephone hurling insults at each other, and then we just hang up rather abruptly. And then nothing else. Unless there was supposed to be someone here, which has since been defeated. I don't know. There was a gravestone there, but that Balhu isn't the name of a dwarf, as far as I'm aware. It's more of a demonic name. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. Right. Oh, okay. Well, you sort of movement points. Oh well. Oh yeah, we're desperate to get some new artifacts. There are a couple of ruins here which we haven't yet investigated. In fact, there's 3. We should really try looking into doing a couple of those. They're just incredibly powerful at the moment. Never mind. Let's just see what goes on. That is as well. Probably cast because we're near one of his rods. Okay. That was fairly uneventful. We've got a hermit, novice warrior, crossbowman. There's nothing particularly scary apart from the hermit in that lineup. Novice hermit combination is nasty. Especially with us not having any kind of healing in the party at the moment. Hermit Elder one is no. Lots of no. Condensed into one little package. Don't know whether we can just sneak past though. We can give it a try. Oh god.
The elves have arrived. Guards, ready yourselves.
Oh god. What is it now? We must not let them pass. That's fine. And slightly scared about the alchemist, but nothing much going on there, I think. I say we just press on. Handicap the Legion by blocking their capital. Where is the legions? Where are the legions, should I say? I'm assuming they're over here because that's where all the leaders seem to be coming from. In which case, if that is the capital there, and then they've only got one path going out, then yeah, that's very, very easy to block. I'm going to take on some of these dwarves first of all, though. These guys have fairly low initiative. They can still probably go before the Centaur Savage, but some of us should get to go before then, so we will reduce the damage somewhat. I love the Civ games, the human. Who doesn't? played. I'll be honest, I've only really played Civ 5 extensively, which is a very, very good game, and I like all Civ type games as well. I was playing Galactic Civilizations 3 not too long ago. It's also a good game. Civ 6 has a crappy AI, really? It does surprise me. Right, these guys have given us a little bit more trouble than I expected. Just because they focused fire on the Centaur Savage. Is it a Savage? Yes it is. All Centaurs are the same to me. 75 XP though. Cannot argue with that. It's an artifact around their capital. The demonic capital, is it? I'll give it a go. Does he have enough movement points? He does. Let's heal up him. And I think we can just keep on going. Let's get rid of these guys as well. So I'm beginning to see a trend, because I believe there was a trigger which also summoned two demon armies as well, albeit not very powerful. So I'm assuming this was just the demonic, sorry, the dwarven equivalent. Getting a little bit scary for Slot Summoner there. Should probably got him to defend. That was a bit of a waste because he's going to maybe take a turn and attack Slot Summoner. Nope. There we go. 113 experience. That was a lot more than I was expecting. Obviously we're benefiting from the Weapon Master already. Probably a combination of the fact that we've got Weapon Master and it's still only split between 4 units. So we're still getting the CPD. That's something from work, I'm sorry. Bringing my work home. The XP distribution of a beginning party, only with the added benefit of the Weapon Master bonus. All I need to hope for now is that neither of these 2 units move. I have put Slot Summon in a very precarious position, so might have to do some reloading to get him out of the way. No movement at all from the dwarves. I was rather hoping it was the case because last time we were essentially just stood there and they did nothing either. So I was kind of hoping that these were just sentry units. I'm not entirely sure of their purpose. Also the city of Primera. Okay. I used to believe this is the Spanish city on the Costa del Disciples. It's looking a little bit scary. I'm not overly comfortable doing this, actually doing scouting with Slot Summoner, because he is fairly easily overpowered, and here it goes. You've gone far enough. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I think we have literally gone far enough. It's probably time to turn around and get some healing, I think. No, I don't really want you to attack that guy. You just tiptoe around him. That's fine. Okay. We've got nothing to fear from the Raw Planters. If she goes either way down here, we can
What do you need?
make sure she doesn't get far. Okay. I think we might have pushed a little bit too far. But we'll see. Depends if those new... Oh. I was going to say, it depends on if those new Dwarven units are actually going to start chasing after us, but... it would appear the Lord of the Dwarven clans has fallen asleep at the helm and is doing nothing at the moment.
I am here.
Slut Summoner is nothing without a sluts. Let's face it, Dehuman. No one's anything without their sluts. Sluts is life. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to retreat as much as possible, get healed up, and maybe investigate this area. I think you're probably right. Was it mine or Dank? Can't remember, sorry. Try and keep the demons at bay. Get them pushed back. No, we don't want to go into the city. We just want a little thief, as always. Let's see what we're up against. Bah, is that it? Tempers and poison as well? 80%? Very good. I might just go full tilt with this. You can easily one-shot the cultist. Oh, he's going to run off anyway. Can we kill the leader? It depends very much on the initiative rolls, but I'll try. I mean, if worst comes to worst, we can just cast Swift just to chase him down. No, he's gone. There he goes. See you later. It's a nice try. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like Slut Summoner is very snipeable at the moment. Without any I think he's got one armor artifact. He's got Runestone, hasn't he? It's not great though. Oh, that's very, very nice though. No point in casting Swift now because this guy is pretty much crippled. If you know the AI will keep on sending road planters and level 1 leaders. Yeah. So we could just generally farm them. You are the sluts, Dehuman. Yes. You're all my sluts.
Let's get this over with.
What is it? What do you need?
Let's get this over with.
I'm staying well away from the orc. Don't worry about that. Let's just double check what they're sending out with the road planters. I'll just go with pathfinding. Always go with pathfinding on the first level of any secondary heroes, I find, just to make them a bit more useful. Ah, it's just cultists. It's fine.
What is it?
So I'll try and get a little bit more experience for mine. A dizzying amount of 5 XP. Every little helps though. Now, I should probably send the thief up with Slut Summoner when we're looking at this path on the right. Well, we do have quite a lot of money, so I could start sending thieves to this party as well, take these guys down. The only downside to that is this path is actually, what should I say, this party is stopping the demons from coming in from this way as well. And I quite like the fact that there's only one way that the demons can actually enter our lands, because we've got it pretty much locked down at the moment. So I might leave that for a bit. Is there any particular story behind these traps that we're falling into with the elemental wards? Am I going to find that out at some point? Because they're giving us very small snippets of information, but that's about it. I mean, they do keep on going on about... what do they keep on saying? Let's just double check the log. Where was he? One of those stealing fields from Dragon City, blah blah blah. Assassin and researcher extraordinaire. this bit. Our group is currently conducting research in the ruin here. So there's obviously something tied to these ruins, which are giving these... I would call them probably neutral armies, because they're not controlled by a lord. These strange wards and powers. Oh, God, what the hell's going on here? Doppelganger, Incubus, Pandemonius. Demon is at least level 5. Blimey. Okay, I think it's time for thieves. It's looking like. Research level 4 spells. If there are any that are good, I think the only other ones were direct damage spells, aren't there? It reduces armor, damage, and damage. I'm not overly bothered about that, because I think that I think it's a case of diminishing returns with this, because the casting cost is 200 runestone, 200 life, 300 growth mana. For that you could cast 3 brambles, which will do 45 damage, and that's just only with 300 growth mana. No, they only have the ward, so you wouldn't cheat. Oh, fair enough. Probably more interested in researching lower level damage spells. Maybe I could research one of these. Yellow Wisp. Life and growth mana. Could potentially do that. Weaken. Where was Weaken? It was the one that was just called Weaken. Weakening by using the thieves. Ah, you little troll. Fair enough. Yes, I will do that. That is definitely a thing. I think it's definitely doable with the combination of the... Make it quick. Excuse me. Combination of the spells and thieves that we have at our disposal. I'd quite like to keep some mana left over so we can cast Galleon's Boon as well. I think that's going to be fairly vital.
I am here.
Okay, let's see how that goes. There seems to be absolutely no actions from the dwarves at all. Fair enough. Oh yeah, that is true, Dank. Yeah, I don't know what's got. There seems to be quite a lot of bizarre mistakes like that would just come up with actual playtesting, like in this. What was it? The whole hovel and lodge mix-up thing. So you've got the hovel selected there, but it comes up with lodge there, and vice versa. I'm pretty sure that happens somewhere else. It's very strange things like that. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. We could go for that. In the meantime, I'm going to get rid of these rod planters, of course. I've got to say, I'm really looking forward to actually trying out the other archers, because I remember them being very, very good. Okay, let's bring the thieves into position. Go for a full-on attack. Hold on a second, can we just walk past this demon? It looks like we can, but that's not how we roll. I'm going to send his ass back to hell. Don't you worry.
I am here.
So we'll do that in the next turn, I think, with plenty of magic. So I've got enough magic left over. I will probably just research and cast Will-O-Wisp First of all, let's see how lucky we are with the thieves. I just want to see if we can get past this guy without fighting him. Yes, we can. So that is a thing. That's the backup plan. Taking the one from the end. What's our chances? 60%. I like those chances. Excellent. We're off to a good start. Come on, you can do it. 60%. Excellent. Another 60%. Laws of probability, my ass. Come on. And another. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. That's fine. We're still going strong. With pleasure. Look, she's just so happy. How much damage did we do? Oh, for God's sake, he's found the spy. Ah! I have a cunning stunt. We're going to swift it up. There we go. Ha, in your face. Alright, that's quite nice. I think we could probably do with doing a bit more damage. I don't want to do too much damage that we actually start killing the dudes in there. That would be sad. Why don't we use the city near the demon? I didn't even see that, Dank. I'll be honest. Wow. Right, fair enough. Thanks for pointing that out. I just thought it was part of the you know, the ambiance and all that. Wow. I really do need to get my eyes tested at some point. Okay, first of all, Galleon's Boon. Let's get the buffs and debuffs out the way first, and then anything that we have left over we can start doing some direct damage, I think. Don't do it. Don't use the city. Is it a trap? Is Dank himself luring me into a trap? In which case I like it. Okay, so that's debuffs and buffs. Might as well use Ice Shield for a bit of extra protection. I mean, that's the thing about this game. Traps don't really work that much. Not when it auto-saves every single turn. Fair enough if there was some sort of Iron Man mode. But the fact that it was you know, it's always saved, it doesn't make traps that threatening, if you know what I mean. I think if we do Will-O-Wisp, we might run out of mana. Let's just double check it anyway, we can get it out of the way and get it researched. Yeah, we'll run out of mana. I'd rather use it on some spells we already have researched. Some Drown, perhaps? Well, I have been down here, mine, so I don't know whether the trap triggers just by going near the town. I've not actually got into the city. I don't know what the trigger is for the trap, whether it's capturing the city or just passing by the city. I've definitely passed by the city, because I went down here. Abandoned creature pen, yeah, I remember that.
I am here.
I think we can go for this. Okay, keep your fingers crossed.
If I must.
So going for another Infernal Knight. Doppelgang that guy. I thought he would have doppelganged the Centaur Savage, considering it does more damage. Alright, fair enough. Let's get rid of the Incubus. That's a priority. Just because he can petrify people. He's down to 1 HP, so I'm gonna trust the Theurgist and see if they can actually finish it off. Let's get rid of the Pandemonius now. Okay, so vastly reduced amount of damage that Centaur Savage takes, which is fantastic, of course. Please, please hit the Incubus. Splendid. Oh, he's warded. In which case I might even get the Centaur Savage to defend. Otherwise he's going to take, well, about 80 damage. It's quite a lot. I'll get him to defend for now. Reduced it down to 41. It's good. Oh no. I suppose he could kind of afford to miss. It's not the end of the world, doesn't result in a death, that's fine. The rest should just be trying to keep the Centaur Savage alive, really. Might as well take a hit now. Splendid. How much XP? 307. Excellent. Almost close to a level up for the Theurgist. Almost close. Whatever that means. Almost close to a level up for the Centaur Savage as well. Unholy Chalice. Equipped leader inflicts 15% more damage. No sir. It's absolutely useless to us, sadly. Thank you very much. Just about got through. Right, so the trapper is sprung by going into the city.
What do you need?
I don't know, I feel like going in the city anyway now.
Let's get this over with.
Don't know what I'm like. Okay, we have a thief left over, so I'm tempted to send the thief in first to do the exploration. Alright, yeah, I can do that. That's right, yeah, because the warrior leaders start out with the artifact lord, don't they? I want to heal up by going to the city, of course. What's wrong with that? Okay, we'll send them back. Swap this over. Did we get another artifact at some point? Boots of Speed. No, it's just this one. We'll give that over to Patrick, and then he can take that onwards to mine.
Elven.
Excellent. That boosts mine's damage up to 69. Gotta love that number. That's a good idea, actually. I kind of keep on forgetting to actually create another rod planter, so I'll do that while I remember. It's going to have to be all one word, Dank Child, I'm afraid, because it won't let me put underscores in.
Let's get this over with.
But you can be the auxiliary rod planter. I know, I've got to give him the boots.
Let's get this over with.
I'm going to see what's in this city.
If I must.
Sir, bodies were found in root cellars, okay, throughout this town. The way they were dismembered, it must be demons. Something is wrong. They made sure no one would smell the bodies as they came into the town. And the town itself is so clean. Sir, at the edge of the town, look! Oh shit, it's Onyx Gargoyles. No one is in here, prepare to defend yourselves. Hooray! Oh, he's got a name. Shrund, the Onyx Gargoyle. That's adorable. Dragog. And... okay, these guys aren't super scary. So first of all, obviously going to heal up the Centaur Savage. Nice thing about this is that we can get in and out of the city. So we can pop out, attack, and then go back in the city for a full heal.
I am here.
Also, Dank Child is looking a little bit vulnerable now. Sorry, Dank.
What do you need?
Right, everyone else has moved.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Who to go for first? Which we can probably kill. In fact, we should probably kill both of these guys. With the bandit? Is it bandit? I quite like to go for the Onyx Gargoyle because you get sheer tons of experience
Can't make
from
an old man stand around
Onyx
in this
Gargoyles. It's how we deal with it because he's going to have an absolute ton of armour. This could do Galleon's Curse actually. We've got enough mana to pull it off. I'm going to go for that, I think. Build a healer building. Yeah, we've got an oracle, haven't we? This is true. Wow. This is gradually turning into you guys playing the game and not me because I just keep on forgetting everything. I'm sorry. It's a joint effort. We're all undergoing the challenge. This is fine. Okay, so this guy is debuffed. If I keep the Centaur Savage there, then at least we can summon in an Ent which can take the hit from the Berserker. So let's go for it. He's probably going to go for Summoner. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. Christ, he would normally do 139 damage. That would have killed him in one shot, possibly. Right. We definitely need to kill the witch. We should also probably kill the cultist. It's going to do less damage. Theurgist has a very small possibility of killing him. I think it's probably too small. I think we should probably just get rid of him. Right, he's going for the Centaur Savage. Centaur Savage is fine because that's the only damage he's going to take, which is from this guy. Has that shattered his armour? Yes. How much by 9? I was hoping for a little bit more, I'll be honest. See you later, Dank. Thanks for stopping by. I think it might be a case of just having to keep get someone to keep healing himself. The shatter did not really shatter his armour. That is an option actually, yeah, we could get him to defend instead of healing. And then get him to heal in the next turn. Otherwise, we're not going to be using the... we're not going to be using his healing potion to its full extent. I'm going to get him to defend, I think. Let's go for that. Is fine. We're just going to have to bring down this guy as soon as possible, I think. Did it shatter it again? Oh, it stacks. Right, okay. So the first time it went down by 9, and now it's gone down by 24. Is this a random amount that it's shattering the armor by? Okay, you heal yourself. Oh, I think we can kill him before he actually takes another shot at Slot Summoner. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, and in fact, Slot Summoner can act before the Berserker as well. RNG likes me for some bizarre reason. Never normally does. Excellent. All the experience. 453. 2 levels up. Oh, wow. 453. That Weapon Master is paying dividends already. Hang on a second. Summoner didn't use up any of his movement points to attack. We can go again at this rate. We might as well. It's not just me, is it? I think he had 12 movement points to begin with before he attacked. It's not actually gone down. Or have I just gone insane? Am I just making this up? I might be. Anyway. Next victim.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Well, the one on the left is... I would probably say more powerful because he has a demonologist instead of a cultist. Although his berserker is obviously not as powerful as the other guy, his anti-paladin. Maybe giving such someone a first strike to prevent damage. Ah, first strike and then defending. I like the way you think. That's a definite possibility.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Yeah, let's go for this guy. I want to get rid of the more powerful one to begin with. Because if I take any more damage, we can just go back into the city and then heal up. At least that's the theory. Okay, so our brigand's doing 61 damage now. Just remembered he's not the one that leveled up, so he was always doing 61 damage. Oh, never mind. Nice thought. The just has gone up to 44 damage. Centaur Savage up to 124. Splendid. Let's get you summoned in there. Oh, miss on the Centaur Savage. That was very nice indeed. Should not take any more damage, I would have thought, from this battle. Hoping Thea just goes before the mage leader because he's got that extra 5 initiative. He does. Upgrade by newly acquired town. That's another 120 XP. I think the last 3 battles we were looking at, 3 figures in terms of XP. This is exactly why I went for the more powerful unit first of all, so we could just step back into the city and get a nice heal on everyone else there, which means that this guy has got no chance. Right. You call that a trap?
You found me.
I'm going to do a bit more exploring. That looks like a range leader, so I'm going to bring the thief back. Oh God, what the hell's now? Over there, something's moving. Undead? Oh, yes. Yes, yes. It's our friends that we've not seen yet. It seems to be an elf. I was not informed that a faction lived here. Brother Elf, have you come to aid us in your quest? You would be most welcome. I have come to remind you of those who have left for dead, brother. To avenge the useless deaths that we have suffered when we followed Galleon's word without any thought. You have all betrayed your race with your blind loyalty. Good lord, it's all kicking off around here. So we've got a Dark Elf Butcher, a Dark Elf Reaper, and Absen. So it's all gone a bit pear-shaped. I did mine. I definitely did. Well and truly triggered. A couple of Dark Elf Reapers. I can't remember any of the stats of these guys. I'll be honest, so I have no idea what we're up against. It is the Dark Elves, though. In a nutshell, Dark Elf Butcher is your melee attacker, Dark Elf Reaper is your archer, and Absent, I believe, is some sort of mage
You're wasting
thingy.
my time.
Little skulls in her hair, and I don't know what she's been eating. Blood orange or something. So it's not looking great for the thief. guess you can just stay there. That's fine. Just blend in, but let's put her behind these trees actually, yes. It's an excellent camouflage. It'll be absolutely fine. Just hold your breath.
Oh, that's
If the attack slot summoner, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Maybe we can outlast it. I don't know. We'll see. It's a Dark Elf Crone. Oh, that's interesting. They went for the city. Very interesting indeed. Oh, that's a nice amount of damage there from the Brigand. Almost maxed out on his damage. This is great. Okay, let's summon that in. I'm kind of tempted to use the healing potion from Slut Summoner just in case those elves are going to start attacking the city. But she does 105 damage. Christ. Alright, fair enough. At least I know what I'm up against now. I'm going to have to do this just as a bit of safety. 105 XP. Fantastic. Okay, let's go on after the thief. Right, let's have a look at these guys. Fueled by hatred, like many in the northeast of England, the Butcher is a reanimated elf who died unjustly. That's how we got. He's got cleavers, he's got 80% chance to hit him from 5 damage. Blimey. A little bit low on the initiative, which might be a bit of a saving grace. We could probably summon in an Ent before he attacks. 180 HP, sorry. Dark Elf Reaper, lost in the confusion of undeath, the Reaper unleashes his arrows where Mortis directs. 60 damage with 60 initiative. Fair enough. And finally, the Crone is the corpse of an elven magic user summoned to serve the fleshless goddess. Air damage 40, choking fog, nice. As you said, mine on the money each time. I don't know how you remember all these things, but you're correct. One thing to note is that they're all immune to death, with them all being undead, so that's nice. Anyway. Yeah, Thief is very much dead, but at least we have a little bit of intel in terms of what we're up against. Should never trust me, not when there's Dark Elves about. Silly girl. Okay. I think we should probably kill the Crone, and then, fingers crossed, Slut Summoner can warp in an Ent to block the attack from the top Butcher. I want to know tiny info when when you make the Undead Saga. Well, as long as it doesn't spoil it completely, yes, of course. Can we get Summoner going first? Yes. This is good. Okay, so the plus side is it looks like we can survive these 2 attacks. I think if we had to survive all 3, we would have been in trouble. So it was a good job that Thief was there to take that first attack. 141 XP. We're getting absolutely shit tons all of a sudden. It's like throughout this entire mission, it's been like flatline and then spiked right at the end. Surprisingly, the second party didn't actually attack, which is a little bit strange. It's not what I would have expected. I'll put this other healing potion on the right, just in case it increases the centaur's life long enough to to see him through another battle. Be forced to use the Dark Elf Crown. One of the missions. Ah, I like it. Okay.
Don't make an old man stand around in
I think
this
I'm going to go for this one because thinking along the same kind of lines, I suspect we should be able to get someone out, attack this guy, and then any damage he takes, we can just get him back to the city for heals again. Let's do that.
If I must.
How much damage is he doing? 61. Not quite enough to completely kill one of these Reapers outright. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. How much were they doing again? 60, that's reduced by 20%, so I'm probably going to have to get someone to defend. Summoning in an end doesn't help us really because the Butcher can still attack the Savage. So we should probably get him to defend so we can withstand another attack from this Archer. Okay, he didn't need to, but we did that just for insurance. You just keep defending. Oh! Thank the Weapons Master perk, indeed, yes. It's paid dividends already. Brigand is up to 67 damage now. Slot Summoner is not far off another level up, surprisingly. I've been playing for, what, about an hour now? Made fantastic progress. I'm going to cast Swift, get him back to this city. And then we can get him healed up and prepared for the next fight. I won't say why, but we have to trust her. Is this going to result in me saying, I trusted you? Okay, everyone's fully healed. Marvellous. Ready for the next fight. Should go straight forward. We can kill this one in one hit. Well, one turn before she gets to attack. You can see part of her bra, I've just noticed. Unless that's a wooden spoon. Could be either.
What is it? Hurrah!
We'll send Patrick back, and then we can probably swap him out, and then he can garrison this city instead now. What level is Slut Summoner?
Let's get this
He
over.
is level 7.
Oh, Lassell.
I'm going to take you up to get rid of these rods.
I am here.
Marvellous. Actually, I hope this Dark Elf doesn't go for Patrick. That would be sad. You'll see though. Oh, I'm feeling strangely more confident now. Last few battles have gone very well. Oh, thank you very much. Relieve us of that infernal menace. Hi Nibble, how are you doing? Man, those are a bunch of Legion rods. Yes, they are. Things have got a little bit out of hand.
Oh, Lassell.
But we're on it. So one of the traps I seem to be falling into at the moment is actually not recruiting any auxiliary rod planters. I've completely forgot to do that. Normally I'm on the ball in terms of doing that in the last sagas, but the difficulty of this Elven one is really knocking me for 6. Okay, same strategy. Let's pop out the city, kill these guys, then back in for a heal, I think.
If I must.
Yeah, let's get rid of the crone. What's her initiative? She's got 40, so we could kill her before she attacks with the Theurgist, actually. So if he does get to go first. He does, by the looks of it. Good. Okay, could have done without taking that damage, but that's fine. Yet another 135 XP. Very much in need of some healing, and then I think we can probably go after that Legion army as well. Sadly don't have enough money to actually recruit a thief to get a spy in their army, but I think the fact that they didn't go for Patrick means that it can be that powerful. No, it's fine. Okay. Let's just get rid of the leader before they try to run off. Looks like they're still going to try and run off. Not much point in doing that. I'm wondering if we can use this momentum to keep on going at this rate and try and finish this mission off on this stream. And again, I always say that, and I always feel like I'm being a bit too ambitious. Alright, let's get you in there. So someone has no damage, which needs healing. Next map is a pain if we're not ready for it. I'm hoping we will be, with Slut Summoner's impending level up. Could really do with some reconnaissance in this area. Dare I use Patrick? I dare. I need to send someone in first. This is probably just a bit too risky otherwise. That's a good question, Nibble. I don't think I've ever tried that. So if he fires one, he has to fire the other. He can't fire one and then wait. I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to get an archer to wait, to be honest, but it's definitely an interesting question. Let's get rid of this thief. Also giant spiders, because there always has to be giant spiders, doesn't there?
I am here.
Can we kill the giant spiders? That's the question. I think they do have very low initiative, so we could probably summon in an Ent to block the attack from the top spider, meaning that we're only going to have to take the attack from the bottom one. We will see.
Let's get this over with.
There's a dwarven unit with ×2 attacks, isn't there? I'll admit I'm probably of the same mind as well, Nibble. I think the fact that you can split your attacks between two is nice, but it's only really helpful when you're up against units with a low amount of HP to begin with, and even then, you know, it's fairly inconsequential, because if they've got low HP, then they're probably weak anyway.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Anyway, let's carry on. I'm going to leave those spiders for Slut Summoner, because I think we can do that one. Oh yeah, you're right, this is very blockable. Oh, that's a very bad position. Yeah, you just stick someone there and they can't do anything. Okay. Bear that in mind. I think we're going to need a little bit of help with this one. Let's get some ice shield action going. And probably also Galleon's Boon. Oh, Galleon's Curse. What's going to be better for us? If Galleon's Boon can actually give us 50 extra HP. So Galleon's Curse, based on 100 damage in terms of the attack, that would reduce it by 33. So if the spiders are doing 150 or more damage, it's probably better for us to do Galleon's Curse and reduce the damage they're going to do. I think by the looks of things, they're level 5, so chances are we're going to get more of a benefit from Galleon's Curse, I would have thought. Galleon's Curse. Galleon's Curse it is. By majority rule. There we go. It's a shame we didn't have enough for both. That is true, yeah. It's a good point, Nibble. I mean, for certain ones, like the level 1 mages and archers, it increases the HP by over 200%, and you can't really argue with that. Holy shit! When you look at the HP on these, they're level 5, they're doing 182 minus 60, that's 122 damage, and also paralysing. This top one is not a problem, we can block his attack each turn with the summon. Poor cow. A bit random, but fine, okay. So, yeah, we're just going to try and get through this bottom one dead as soon as possible, I think. That miss from the Brigand will not help at all. Okay, I think we're definitely going to have to summon something in. Can the Centaur Savage go first? No! I was rather hoping he could, so we could at least defend. Well, bollocks. So you can survive 2 more attacks by the looks of things in terms of the damage that these guys are doing. No idea if that's going to be enough. Oh, we went for the tree. For some reason. Okay. No. Centaur Savage is not going to survive. That's fine though. So they will attack the tree and then the Centaur Savage, so we definitely need to take that bottom spider down. Because now they've got access to the back line. Oh, go for that. Fair enough. I thought the originally did 120 damage. Yeah, I think they originally have between about 200 and 300 HP as well, don't they? It's a massive increase. Just based on the fact that they're level 5. Maybe they have more, maybe it's something like 420 HP. Still a huge increase though. I mean, it's this kind of fight where Slot Summoner really shines, I think. Because he can just block all the attacks from this spider. God knows how much experience we're going to get from this one. Split between 3 people, and with Weapon Master. Come on, give it to me. 507, is that more than what we got for the other one? With the Onyx Gargoyle, I can't remember. Well, I've talked about it, Nibble. Yeah, I do compare them to the Doc in Back to the Future, especially with this absolutely mental hair going on. Whew, we did it. Somehow. I'm rather impressed with that. His attack, yeah, his attack is very Dragon Ball, isn't it? With the little orbs. Is Slot Summoner at his maximum level now? No, he's got 1 more level to go. I'm not too sure if we're actually going to get that level, but I'll have a damn good go. Right, there's nothing else we can do. Whether this guy's going to move out or not, I don't know. It could spell trouble.
Don't make an old man stand around in this
What is
weather.
it? What do you need?
Let's get this over with.
Right, you need to come back. There's another rod somewhere that we need to get rid of. There it is. It'll be natural armor of leadership. We might get another leadership point. We might get away with it. He was, of course, going to do that. That's fine. Oh, he didn't attack. Yeah, we do still have natural armor. What's the other one? Is it called toughness or something? There it is. Adds 20% more HP to the leader. That's quite useful as well if we're going to try and turn Summoner into a tank. I'm tempted to go for leadership. Two leadership challenge, did I? Could. I think it's probably pushing it a little bit. I think it's hard enough just with a rod planter. So he already has the iron skin portion, doesn't he? He's got another 10% from the rune stone. I think it might have to be the leadership. Yeah, the front line is pretty terrible. Still only has 150 HP though, that's the problem. You vote for the two leadership run. Wow. You just want to see me go insane, don't you? Might be useless if you go for leadership now, but if you go for tanking, you might have a tank that everyone attacks. That's the plan. Because all the ranged units love attacking Slot Summoner. So that would increase his survivability. It's also a good point. Fine, natural armor it is. You've made your case. We don't know what's in this party. I'm going to assume it's nothing particularly scary. I'm going to give Galleon's Boon to Patrick and then get him to attack. Because then we'll use Patrick as a sentry for this area, I think.
What do you need?
Oh, well, he's got a sorcerer. Good for him. Let's get rid of it. How much damage do you do? 40. It's probably best we just all attack him, I think. He's running off. Cowardly custard. Don't forget about the artifacts that increase armor. I'll definitely go for them if I can find any. It might be a case of having a look around in these ruins that we've not yet plundered. Oh, come on. Nice. It's a definite power boost for Patra.
Let's get this over with.
What was in this? Talisman of Earth inflicts 25 points of Earth damage to target units in battle. It's fairly underwhelming, but that will probably sell for quite a lot of money. Alright, I'm going to do it. You go on the front line. And let's attack. It's gone completely mad. Right, fair enough. So to be fair, it does reduce his damage by 40%, so it's... I just like him to have more HP, because that's the main thing. I guess we can get around that with Galleon's Boon, if required. Right, I'll just use up the rest of that turn to take care of that rod. Save an item that sells for a lot of gold for the next map. That is the standard tactic indeed.
Oh, Lasso.
It's not like we need the gold in this map, so
Oh, Lasso.
I'm more than happy just to hang on to something, just for an early cash injection. Beliar? Yep. I forgot how quick this guy was. Yeah, initiative of 60. Oh, come on. I thought elves were supposed to have really good eyesight. You're gonna probably have to defend. Toughness could very well be the next perk. Yes, indeed.
I am here.
Right, time to leg it. Could go for a swift, but I'm gonna hold on to the mana for now, I think. Let's bring you back there, you can guard that passage.
Let's get this. I am here.
Oops.
I am here. I am here. I am here. I am here.
Shut up. I think someone is the highest priority unit to be attacked, so in case your front line fails, they will attack them. Another Beliak. Attack them rather than the archers and mages in the back. Sometimes they'll switch targets if they know they can actually kill something in one shot. I know that much. But I think you're right, that certain units will have a higher kind of risk weighting, as it were. So when the AI is deciding who to attack, it will obviously assign each unit a level of threat or risk or something like that. Oh, for God's sake. And then, based on that, they just execute the turn, you know, based on the threat and who it thinks is going to be the biggest pain in the arse. Improve that city. Let's get rid of that rod. All the rod's gone, so we should be getting tons of mana. Banner regeneration, be able to heal 10% of the total health per day. Oh, that's quite nice, but I don't know. I think I'd probably miss the other banner that we have. It's 15% chance to hit, isn't it? And I like having that security in battle, knowing that the chances are you're not going to miss. Oh, you mean just, unless you mean swapping it out before you end the turn. Could you just do that? So keep one banner in the inventory, and then just swap out the banner, and then, you know, at the end of the turn, so you get the health regeneration, then just swap out the banner. Bring you closer to the Legion. No, well... Yeah, I guess I could do that.
I am ready.
Come along then.
What do you need?
Patrick's suffering quite a bit, so we need to bring him back. Normal health regeneration, I believe, is 5%, is it not?
Oh, lasso.
Unless you're a warrior lord. Ah, right. Maybe we should have a look at some of these ruins that we've got left over. Right, so that's not terribly good because of that wraith. Although the wraith will go for Slut Summoner. We can probably do that actually. Front line is, although quite painful, it's certainly not something that we can't deal with. It's just the wraith. We would need 2 shots from the Theurgist to take him down.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
That looks like it could be a little bit too much for us to take on. The Orc King is super powerful. There's one more. Oh, it's that one. That ruin.
Don't make an old
Oh no,
man
we had one
stand
near the
around
bottom
in
as
this
well,
weather.
didn't we? Near our city. Yeah. Oh, we could do this one, yeah. Right, I've convinced myself. We should go for that. In which case, let's bring you round.
What is it?
Mine, you stay there.
Let's
Patrick
get this
stays
over
there.
with.
Dank, we just need to get rid of this rod, and then...
Oh, lasso.
Good. Do, my good sir. Of course it's not. It's alive and well. Might have been on life support for a little bit, but no, it's alive and kicking. And a very good evening to you. Good to see you. No, I've been playing this for many a year now. I thought, what the hell? Let's start streaming it and do this insane challenge because I hate myself. Anywho, let's get these douches healed up and then set our sights on this. Why do I keep on doing that? There we
Let's
go.
get this over with.
Set our sights on this ruin that we passed by at the start of the mission.
Element
Mine, you're going to take off some of the heat off Patrick. Excuse me.
I am here.
Let's get rid of that rod. Great. Okay, let's get this guy healed. We'll heal him because he's got quite a lot of XP, should I say. So there's no point in just dismissing him, replacing him with another one, although it would be cheaper and quicker. Because we can probably make use of that XP at some point and try and get him leveled up.
Oh, lasso. Oh, lasso.
Right, this is looking good. I mean, the scariest unit in that ruin is the Yeti, by a long way. Other than that, it's a crossbow and a couple of dwarf warrior units. Nothing to worry about. I'm going to speed this up with a bit of Swift, I think. Don't think we need any buffs. I'll tell you what, we've got absolutely shit tons of runestone mana. Let's pop an ice shield. It's an extra 10% armor. I don't see why not. Okay. I think what I'll do is swap the Centaur Savage to the top so we can summon in an Ent at the bottom and block that damage from the warrior. It's always off by one flag, isn't it, mine? Yeah, Yeti is the scariest because he does 30 damage to all units, and that's not nice, is it? So let's see if we can take him down fairly quickly. Crossbowman will go for Slot Summoner if past experience is anything to go by.
Secret errand.
I might as well get rid of this dwarf now that the Yeti's taken its turn, reducing that damage. Quite how the Centaur Savage managed to go before all three dwarves with an initiative of 60, I have no idea. There we go. Which expansion of Disciples 2 do I like the best? I mean, yeah, it's got to be Rise of the Elves just because it introduced an entire new race, I guess. With the other expansions, it was just here's a couple of new missions to play through. Another level up to the Theurgist. Up to 48 damage now. I wish it was 68. Ah. Great. Probably get something nice from this ruin. You are victorious. No gold, but a Dwarven Bracer. Inflicts 10% more damage in battle. Absolutely useless, because, of course, Summoner doesn't actually do any damage, but at least we know now. That's all I can say. I'm going to set my sights on this abandoned temple. I'm quietly confident we can do this one. Yeah.
What is it?
It would give it a damn good go anyway. Had a squire die and revived him back to 1 health as a warrior lord, and the next day ended up with 21 health, indicating 20% health per regen per turn. So the warrior lord gives you an additional 15% HP regen each turn. That was the outcome, yeah. Mine, you said you wanted to go up against the demon, so let's do just that. Doesn't pay me much of a threat, should I say. Who needs healing the most? Probably the Centaur Strider, because he's got this guy to contend with. I do miss having a healer in the party, I'll admit. I just feel like I'm cheating with a healer, because if you get yourself into that position, like for instance, I could just get the Centaur Strider to defend this turn, and then just spam heal every turn with the Centaur Strider defended. I feel like I'm cheating when I do that, but it's not really cheating because you're just using what the game has given you. I just feel a bit dirty when I've done it. Then again, I always feel dirty, 'cause I'm one of those people. Another raw planter. I'm going to let them have that mana, I think. It's probably going to be too much of a pain going back and forth, removing these rods. So I'm just going to get Dank Child to probably drop back, and then we can just get him to guard somewhere.
What is it? What do you need?
Which Disciples unit would you compare yourself to in physical form? The initiatives, of course, from the undead, because of this smoothness going on, or a necromancer. The necromancers? No, necromancers from Sacred Lands. Look it up. It's in the channel description. I think it might be the one that I use for Twit Quest. Is it? Definitely look like a necromancer from Sacred Lands. What about the Warrior Lord perk?
Must we stand around all day?
Yeah, that's the extra 15%, isn't it? Scumbag healing. Really? It's a guilty pleasure. Really is a guilty pleasure, because you think, I went into this battle with a damaged unit, and now I've finished the battle, I've killed them, and the unit is actually at full health now, and I just, you know, you just get that feeling from it, to say, you know, that I'm a scumbag, and I like it.
Let's get this over.
Should go to Scumbags Anonymous. It's a favourite race to play with. Absolutely 100% the Undead, which we've already played through, sadly. I thoroughly enjoyed the Undead Saga with the Rod Planter as the main hero. That was great fun. Slut Summoner, sorry, not Slut Summoner, Slut Spectre will always live on in my heart. Right, I'm going for this tower, which of course is not called a tower, it's called an abandoned temple, despite the fact that it looks very much like a tower.
What is it?
Okay, let's try and draw these guys closer, then we'll infiltrate a spy and
I am here.
get mine to take them down, I think. You compare yourself to the healer in Sacred Lands without the beard. Which healer? The cleric. Because the normal healer doesn't have a beard. It's like a wee laddie. Is it the cleric? I think the cleric might actually be in my channel description as well. I keep on pointing them there like I'm pointing to my crotch. I do apologise. You still can't decide which race is your favourite. Wow. It's always been, I would say, Undead, Empire, Legions, and then Clans for me, in terms of the original 4 races. We've got Hymn of the Clans being offered to us for 492 gold. Increases by 15% the initiative of target units. I quite like that, actually, because we do need more buffing spells. I'm going to have that. Yeah, sure, Skellen Commerce, because I bought a spell from him. What a slimy individual he is. Anyway, time for a bit more battling with mine, I think. Oh, he's staying and attacking. This is interesting. Quite a lot of damage from the back line there. These cultists are very easy to take down, though. Okay, let's keep the hunter topped up, I think. He's probably going to go for the oracle now, I would have thought. Oh no, he's going for the hunter again. Interesting. I think he could have potentially killed the oracle, so I thought he would have gone for that. And that was his downfall. Silly boy. Well done, mine.
What do you need?
Let's get Patrick called up there. Let's bring Dankchild. Yeah, you can go in that city, I think. Favourite race plays the Empire, the race I like the most is anyone but the elves. That's a bit harsh. The Empire is a good race to play, I will say. It feels, at certain points playing the Empire, you do feel almost invincible, I'll admit. With a high level healer, a couple of really armoured bods on the front line, maybe a mage on the back, it's fantastic. But then again, I sometimes think that with the Undead, when you've got a couple of deaths on the back row and a couple of Phantom Warriors on the front, it's incredible. That's the Spirit Doom.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Yeah, Phantom Warriors are fantastic. I really, really wish that they'd just done something better with the dragon units, with the Undead. Because they're just so bad.
I am here.
I'm going to get this guy to guard,
Oh,
so
that's
we don't keep on cycling through him. Love having an Archangel and Squire kill a Beliarch. It takes forever, but this is indeed true. Oh, we're going to get a new an alliance with the dwarves again. I'm pretty sure they're schizophrenic because that's the second alliance we've had in this mission. Little bastards. Death Dragon should attack with the life element. That's an interesting proposal. I'm trying to think if they did anything better with the Death Dragons in Disciples 3. But I've got a feeling they didn't. I remember they looked awesome. They looked really, really awesome. In fact, all of the undead units look fantastic. But I don't think they were any more useful. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to life Ice Shield. I'm going to also go for Galleon's Boon. Extra 50 HP for all of our units. That's probably vital to survive the first turn. And I think I might go for Hymn of the Clans, of course. Nice tattoo. Which one is it? I forgot which arm it's on. There you go, if you want to have a look. It's just a couple of blobs. It probably just looks like blobs on the camera, so you can't really see much, but many, many years ago, when I was a bit more stupid. Right, so you are useless against the Wraith. I'd quite like to get rid of the Warlock quickly, because Warlock plus Wraith equals Death Force with something. Actually, no. You only really need to attack him once, and then the Theurgist can finish him off. So that is then go for the Dark Lord, I think. Oh, only 32 damage. Is that it? Right, Wraith is going down in the next turn. Let's get this guy summoned in. They're both going to go for the Centaur Savage. That's unavoidable. That's fine. He then, I think, can he kill the Dark Lord? He can. Lovely boy. To kill now. Not much point in going for the zombie because the only thing he can attack is the Ent. Can't go for the Wraith. Might as well just go for the Templar, I think. This was easier than I was expecting, I'll be honest. Never mind. God, the dragon units are just terrible, aren't they, dude? I really wish they'd have upgraded them in Rise of the Elves expansion. 145 XP. That's what I like to see. And what we got for us? 250 gold. And Tomb of Sorcery. That's a load of bollocks, but at least we've satisfied our own curiosity, eh? To me, the dragon units for the undead are the city defenders, sort of how the unit that upgrades from the mage tree are normally that. Werewolf just ends up being a curiosity, though. Yeah, werewolves are pretty shit. Werewolves are quite good in Disciples 3. I use them quite extensively. Maybe because for some reason the undead campaign for me was particularly hard in Disciples 3 for some reason. I can't understand why they took that that route. It feels as if it was artificially harder. And that may sound filthy, but there's a reason behind it. With the whole taking ages to get units promoted and things, it always felt like you were very much behind in the tech and upgrade tree. And that was a bit disappointing. I mean, the battles should be hard because they're designed to be hard. They shouldn't be hard just because you have to put up with very weak units for an extended period of time. There's a Bone Dragon in Disciples 2. What, as in boss? As a neutral
Don't make
unit?
an old man stand around in this weather.
Ah, that's something that you're going to have to find out, mine. I can't just be telling you these things. You've got to guess. If you guess it correctly, then I'll admit what the tattoo means. Werewolves are really nice at starting stages, then mages are weak. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Yeah, they don't scale very well at all. Werewolves.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I am ready.
You can just chill out in the city, I
Let's
think.
get this over with.
You want the dwarven artifact? Where did we get the dwarven artifact from? The braces. Oh, that's right. I'll hand them over when I get back up to that other area. Still flirting with the idea of trying to somehow attack this Rigel Ruin, or however you pronounce it. It does not mean love, and it is not someone's name. No. 2 trolls and an orc king. We can block the attack from the top troll by summoning in an ent.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
On the plus side, they are below level 5. Orc King does shit tons of damage though. It's probably the Orc King's damage is on par with the troll. Try to summon a high level summon. Do we have a high level summon? We certainly don't have a level 4 summon spell. We've got a level 3 one. We've got the Ent Major. I'm up for giving it a try, yeah.
I am here.
It's a good idea actually, mine. So let's heal this guy up. We could potentially just throw 2 Ent Mages into the forgot the name of it, the ruins. Yeah, our kings are awful. On the plus side, we do have our Theurgist with these shatter ability, so it can take away his armor.
What is it?
It doesn't look like we have much to worry about in terms of the demons. They're sending 2 armies out now, so it should be more than enough
I am ready.
I am here.
power contained within mines. Little army there to take care of them. Rune creatures never level up. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so we can get there now. Problem is, we've only got 400 Grove mana. Let's have a look. So we can cast this twice. So if it goes particularly well the first time, we can just cast another one. Let's give it a try. Ent Major is a very hard-hitting single target unit, I believe, isn't it? 85. Quite high initiative as well. Lots of HP, but it will allow us to scout out and see exactly what we're up against in terms of these guys. Going to level up when they win against us. Hopefully that won't happen. Look at this head-banging monstrosity. So, Orc King. It's 115 damage. 55 initiative. Troll, 120 damage. 40 initiative, so it's roughly around about right. So we can summon in the tree in order to take the attack from this guy. Bought a spell from Mountain Clans. To increase initiative, this is true. thinking with the undead, could you make a party of the guild master and the elder vampires? Have a look on YouTube, Doom. There is a video on YouTube with a lot of views, which I believe is someone with that particular setup, and it's very interesting and overpowered. It's as overpowered as you'd think it would be. So, okay, the king has 30 armor, so I think it's going to be easier to take down a troll. So, I guess we could give it a try. I think it might level up the goblin archer. Oh no, it didn't. 42 experience. That was hardly getting out of bed for, wasn't it? Okay. I guess we could try that again. Sling another Ent Major at them. Just gradually wear down this troll on the bottom. That's the one. Yeah, becoming the dragon. I remember. Hooray, a level up for the goblin. So, the bad news is that I don't think we're going to be able to kill the troll in one turn. And we are fresh out of other summoning spells as well. What scrolls do we have? Curse of Demonius. Death Ward. No. Hymn of the Clans we already have, so that's no good to us. Oh, is this going to be worth a try? So we can do Hymn of the Clans and Ice Shield. Do we have any potions that we can use? Potion of Vigor. Could use that on the Brigand, which may be enough for him to kill the troll. I'm going to do a quick save. Let's just see how this pans out. So, Potion of Vigor on the Brigand. It's now doing 77 damage. Combination of that and the Theurgist might be enough to kill that troll on the bottom. Hymn of the Clans, increase our initiative first. Ice Shield gives a bit more durability. And I think that's all we have. Do we need normal spells? That's the problem with the elves, that you don't get any buffing spells until level 4. And then they get quite pricey. Go with a full death party. I'm trying to remember if I've actually done that before. I've definitely had 3 deaths on the back line. So if you're up against a very weapon damage heavy army, you just swap all the units out so you've got a full line of deaths on the front row, and then I've got no chance. Come on, let's see if we can do this. Let's try and get rid of this troll. It's looking possible based on Theurgist hitting. Alright. That guy's armor is shattered by 23 points, so he's only down to 7 armor. Centaur Savage can take another hit from the Orc King. So I think I will get the Centaur Savage to attack. That tree didn't stick around for long. Might even be enough for us to kill him with the Brigand. Alright. This... I think I might have been worrying over nothing. It spent much more according to plan than I was expecting. See, just need to believe. $332 experience. Fantastic. What do we get? That is the question. 150 gold. Wow. And an iron skin potion, which we've already used on the leader. Oh well. Centaur Savage, you can have it. There you go. Get some armour into you. Right, so 3 ruins down, 1 more to go, which was this one, which probably looks like one of the easiest, so I guess we can do that as well. Wow, I feel cheated. Yes, the iron skin portion is very, very good, but we've already had one. Never mind. I would have liked a really nice artifact or a nice banner, but you don't always get what you want in life. Let this be a lesson to you. Fine, let's go after this one. Now, if Disciples was being like Disciples, there would be a really easy ruin somewhere nearby, which would give you like an epic artifact or banner, some bullshit like that. Are we killing a Master Thug on the way? I'm not too sure if I feel up to killing a Master Thug, I'll be honest, man. It's just, it's not worth the pain and suffering that the Master Thug brings. Oh well, if I get desperate. If there's a very small amount of experience that we need to level someone up, then we'll go back and kill that Master Thug. Who are we healing? Oh, just heal yourself. It's always a bit depressing when you have to use a healer to heal themselves, because they're the most damaged. Or they're the ones that are going to die the next turn if they don't get healed. Quest objective is we have to kill a couple of dwarven brothers. The Wolfbane brothers or something along those kind of lines. Let's just double check. Destroy the Wolfbane brothers. Oh, shut up you. I don't like that narrator. Which I believe are going to be up here, because everywhere else is led to a dead end at the moment. And this is the only place we haven't uncovered. And there have been a lot of dwarves popping up as sentries, so it's definitely going to be somewhere down this path. That's my feelings. I don't like that guy flapping about around there. I'm going to get a spy in their army. Oh wow, he's loving the possessed. I'm going to swift up mine, bring you back to the city for some healing. You get instantly killed by a thief, do you?
What is it?
Oh no, I can't get you back. Fine, I'm going to have to expend 2 lots of swift on you, because we are a mage lord, so we can do this. See, that's the care and attention I give to my subjects. I should probably heal some of these people. I've got loads of gold at the moment. It's not a big deal. Is that everyone moved? I think so. Yeah, I was definitely being a bit ambitious in terms of when I said, can we finish this mission in this turn, in this stream, should I say. Also, random warping in of a Beliarch just to let him stay there for some reason. Why? We may never know. It's okay, mate.
Elemenil.
We could actually do that, yeah. We don't need one. We could potentially use one in if this oracle somehow manages to level up. It needs a fair amount of XP, but I guess we could. It's not very often I've seen them just summon in a unit and then just leave it. Does seem a bit strange.
What do you need?
Oh, Lassell.
You found me.
Oh, Lassell.
Oh, you've already moved. Fine. Also, they didn't kill the thief. Which is most intriguing. Let's bring you away then.
Oh, Lassell.
I am ready.
Ah, you can't quite reach him. Never mind. Tell you what, if the oracle does actually level up, then we'll build the next healing structure. Well, healer upgrade structure, should I say.
Let's get this over with.
Right, he can reach the... What is this? Dargonian temple. Dargoniel temple, is that? Dargoniel temple. Very nice. I think we may need to do the same thing. Centaur Savage should be able to take a lot of damage, but I'm just going to Ice Shield and Hymn of the Clans up. Healer gives the Air Ward. Are there any oh yeah, that's right, yeah, Dwarven units have Elder Ones, don't they? That is a possibility. Okay, let's get this over with. Okay, I'd quite like to take down these two guys on the back line. It should be enough. So somebody that gets to summon in before any of these guys go, which is a big bonus. Probably should go for the Templar, but I don't think we can kill him. Let's go for the zombie. I do quite like the attack animation from the theatrist. It does look like he's having a rave. But that's to his benefit, I think. Elder One and Storm Giants, isn't it? Oh wow! That was a fantastic time for the Centaur Savage to have a level up, I must admit. Getting a full heal in the process. 80 gold and a staff of foliage. Creates a small tree block. Right.
What unspeakable acts have the undead committed in this sacred place? I have investigated the catacomb part of the temple. It is filled with corpses, human, dwarf, and elf alike. Elf? Where did they find these bodies? I believe they are soldiers of lost during the Battle of Thelene. I do not understand how the hordes have managed to pass by us unnoticed while dragging so many corpses.
Oh well, that's the thing. Never mind. We've got this possessed maniac on the way. I think we'll take Patrick out for a spin. Get rid of this guy. Nice try. definitely is Doom. He's got ridiculous amount of HP. Is it at least... Is it at least something in the region of 400 to 500 HP? Also a level up for Patrick. Splendido.
Oh, lasseur.
You found me.
I think I'll just get the hunter just to... Sorry, not hunter, the thief just to hang about down there. It's fine for now.
What is it?
Mine, you can get rid of this raw planter. Like so.
What do you need?
I am here.
Yaga?
I am here.
Okay, that's looking good. 500 HP. Did you say 100 damage? Surely it's not 100 damage. I think Doom's about right, isn't it? 70 damage to wall. Storm Giant does about 50, is it? Storm Giant does 50, then it upgrades to the Elderon to do about 70 damage. It seems about right. Absolutely deadly in combination with an alchemist. I can have some pathfinding, as always. Right, I think it's about time we unpurposely sprung a trap. It's getting to that point where we don't really have anything else to do. We've uncovered everything. So that Slumber is well on the way to getting another level. It's whether we can actually deal with these goblin elders. I'm not sure if we can. I might just send this thief in. Just bring it. Yeah, Storm Giant is 70. I'm pretty sure the Storm Giant does 50. 70 is really, really high for a tier 3 unit. Even if it is a 2-space one.
With pleasure.
Alright, are we just going to poison them? You could just do this.
I am here.
I thought that would have initiated the trap, as it were, which mine was warning us of. Oh god, yeah. Tell me about it. Any 2-space units takes up an absolute ton of XP just to level up.
Make an old man stand around in this weather.
Which makes the undead dragons even more of a pain, because you think, oh god, it's taken loads of XP to level up, it must be really good at the end. And yeah, the Dreadworm isn't too bad with the poison ability, but Dracolich is just god awful. When you think you could have an Arcalich and a Phantom Warrior in its place. I think I'm just going to go for this. King of the Clans going. And an Ice Shield while we're at it. I can't see this being a problem. Should hopefully be able to take the Goblin Elders out in one turn. Well, one of them anyway. Alright, no sign of the trap, so that's fine. They have an initiative of 40, so if I take out a chunk of their health with the Brigand, the Aegis should be able to just finish them off. That's it. Oh, it was a random ward, of course. Let's have a look. Yeah, wards against fire, water, air and earth. For some strange reason. Still don't think we've had that explained to us yet, why these random wards are in place. Oh, he's got 30 armor as well, let's not forget that. And doesn't seem to be able to be shattered. Oh, it is, there he is. Right on cue. Never mind. We did some fairly good experience from those Goblin Elders. 181. I shall accept that. 73 damage now for the Brigand.
Liaga?
No other mention for anything. It's getting close to their mine, yeah. I normally stream until around about 10:30. I've got 8 minutes according to my clock. Don't you worry. Keep a close eye on it. Gets to about 10:30 and then I'm just instantly fall asleep.
I am here. Oh,
What is it? I?
Take out the trash. Whoops. There we go.
Forward!
This is true. The Brigand's coming along very nicely. Level 7.
I am ready. Hoorah!
I am here. Oh,
Hoping by the time we've finished in about 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes time, then I think we can wrap this up very quickly in the next stream. Okay, mate, thank you very much for stopping by as always, and all your pearls of wisdom. You take care, and I'll see you either on Thursday or Friday. Sorry, not Thursday or Sunday. Oh wow, 80 damage on 400 HP. So it was take the average of the two. How strange. I had a feeling it was 90. Is it Sluts on will always live. And his sluts. It's the Arc Lich that gets a massive boost, isn't it? For full party damage. If memory serves. Take care, mine. See you soon, hopefully. Wow, Orc Champion on the back line. Questionable. Do we need any assistance with this? Let's do an ice shield. Let's do the usual ice shield in Hymn of the Clams. Sorry. Hymn of the Clams. That gives you the Water Lord. Haha. Okay, mate. I look forward to it. See you then. I think we can do this. So we need to... Can we kill this guy? 20 damage. So that's going to reduce his damage by 14 each time. Okay, so I don't think we can kill the Orc Champion, so we might as well try and go for one that we can kill. I.e. this little dude. Centaur Savage is going to take a hit from the Orc Champion, but we should hope we have to kill this Orc. Okay. And shattered their armor, of course. Shattered it completely. Alright, so this Orc Champion hasn't actually taken his turn yet, so thanks to the Hymn of the Clans, we can probably get the Centaur Savage to defend. I think I should do that. And then I think, yeah, we can kill him before he gets to attack again. Oh, he would miss, wouldn't he? Okay, I'm slightly tempted to be a bit cheesy and use the Brigand to take down the Orc Champion at the back because he can't attack, and essentially force this Orc just to attack trees for the rest of his life. So let's do that. Let me think, dude. We go from... It might even be higher, you know. Because I remember the Arc Lich is getting a massive boost in damage. No, more than what you normally expect. I think it's... So it's 15 from the initiates, sorry. I always get those mixed up. 50 from the Warlocks, 45 from Necromancer, 68 experience, good. Then from the Necromancer to a Lich, it has a really big jump. Yeah, it jumps to 70. Just to a Lich. Necromancer's 45, Lich, massive jump to 70. Then another fairly hefty jump from Lich to Archlich to 90, yeah. It's much more than what you normally expect a standard damage upgrade boost. Banner of Strength. It's fairly underwhelming, but fine.
Liaga?
Right, so I'm fairly happy with our progress in this one. We've managed to take down all the ruins. We've got a nice couple of levels for Slot Summoner, I think. Was it 2 levels or maybe 1? It might have been 2 actually. And we've set our sights on the dwarves. Probably going to be a little bit of a greenskin mini country down here by the looks of things, guarded by the ogre, and then the dwarves further down here. That's going to be fun, and that's definitely going to be fun trying to take on that Elder one and Hermit and Veteran. We don't have to, but I guess we could. I mean, we can't at the moment because we're in a line, so we might break that just so we can smash some dwarven faces. Played Undead some time ago. I think went full back row of arc glitches. I think I had 2 arc glitches by the end of the last for the last Undead mission. I think I had 2 arc glitches. Yeah, double check the video archive on Twitch on here. It should show you the final battle that we had with the Undead Rod Planter and the final boss. I think I went arc glitches for that one. Great fun. Anyway, time to wrap this evening's stream up, I think. It's been a very, very fruitful stream. Rather happy with it. I hope you've enjoyed your stay while you're here. I can't seem to see anyone streaming Disciples. There's a big surprise, isn't it? So unfortunately I can't host anyone. But also, has that thing happened? Has everyone had a stroke again? He has as well. Oh, bless him. Slut Summoner's getting a bit tired, as you can hear. So we're going to have to draw things to a close. I'll be back on the usual days. Thursday for Fire Emblem, continuing the Fire Emblem challenge, and then back on Sunday for more Disciples fun. So I'll see you hopefully either of those 2 days. Take care. Have a lovely couple of days while I'm gone. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I won't. Don't worry. See you.